should. I think we are probably in the running now.
Ich muss hier kurz mal meinen Gimbal connecten. Wir sind aber schon live vor Ort. Und ja, Thema steht ja da. Ich packe euch mal ganz kurz beiseite. Oh, hier läuft gerade mehr Musik als Redebeiträge. Ich hoffe natürlich, dass sich das ja noch ändert. Ich muss sagen, ich bin pünktlich. 19 Uhr, gut, 2 Minuten zu spät. Ja, ich darf auch gerne mal umfallen. Ja, geht gleich los. Ich muss hier kurz mal mein Smartphone connecten. Ich habe natürlich beide Kopfhörer raus. Nachtflug Falco schreibt: Hallo, liebe Grüße aus Wien. Wunderschöne Grüße aus Berlin, Schöneberg. Zurückgewünscht, logischerweise. Ich bin jetzt hier ein bisschen noch am Vorbereiten. Dauert aber nicht mehr lange. Und das Handy wird gleich wieder umfallen. Wettig. Ja, jetzt geht's. Ich muss noch hier organisatorische Dinge probieren. 19 Uhr soll das ja eigentlich auch starten alles. Aber ich höre hier schon erste Geräusche. So, das Kabel abmachen. Ihr seid gleich mit am Start. So, bist du dem mal jubeln schon? Das hören wir doch gerne. Moment. So, gut, dann spannen wir euch jetzt hier ein. So, Freunde, ich glaube, es sollte so funktionieren. Ja, bin noch nicht connecten. Also ich gehe mal davon aus, dass Redebeiträge geplant sind. Nicht wundern, wir haben es gleich. Jetzt haben wir es. Schön. Ich stelle euch hier noch auf und dann könnt ihr hier einblicken, was heute Thema ist. Steht ja auch schon eigentlich alles geschrieben. Oh, ich bin wirklich eine SCH-Lampe. Also was es hier an Klamotten nur trifft. Hier zum Lunchraum. So. Ich hätte es sowieso auf ein Stativ mitnehmen, ist denke ich mal besser. Ich frage mich, warum die Leute hier in der Schlange stehen. Ich hätte ja gedacht, dass es so ein bisschen mehr ausgeweitet ist, aber es kann sich ja noch ändern. Das wird überraschen. Wenn es zu frisch werden sollte, dann ziehe ich mir einen Pulli über, weil ich hätte gedacht, dass es dann doch wieder so kühl wird. Man könnte ja fast sagen, es ist fast herbstlich. Wahnsinn. Von der Wespe belästigt. Weißt du, die Wespe ist? Die Polizei macht sich auch schon kundig, wahrscheinlich wer ich bin. Weil das ja eine friedliche Veranstaltung sein soll.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for coming today.
Yes. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You are doing things correctly. You are lining up on either side of the Platz. Please know that the stairs of the Rathaus are unfortunately off limits to us. If you need to sit, there's some seating over in this area. If you're racing, come join us down here and we'll give you some information. We're going to start in about 10 minutes.
Genau, jetzt machen wir mein Stativ machen.
All those lanes, and we just want to make sure that as many people can arrive to enjoy the race as possible. So enjoy yourself. We got this is good.
Ich glaube, das passt. Das ist verrutscht. Ist nicht schlimm. Geht auch gleich los. Ich bin jetzt hier keinesfalls unter Druck. Die Zeit läuft natürlich ihre Runden. Ich kann mich hier sogar hinsetzen. Oh, das ist schön. Chat werde ich mir gleich durchlesen, keine Angst, Freunde der Sonne. Jetzt offen. So, gut. Und wenn wir das endlich haben mit dem Stativ, dann haben wir hier alles. Ja, den CSD, den haben wir überstanden. Leider hat sich das ja erst zum Ende hin, ich sag mal, für mich so ein bisschen entwickelt, dass es mir dann auch Spaß bereitet hat. Also, weil dann die richtigen Busse dann dort vor Ort waren. Aber ansonsten, ja, ich ärgere mich eigentlich, dass ich nicht alle Busse, LKWs, gefilmt hatte, weil ja dort viele Möglichkeiten gab, wo man wirklich sämtliche Musikrichtungen aufzeichnen konnte. Man muss aber auch dazu sagen, dass die LKWs nicht alle bis zur Siegessäule gefahren sind, und ab Siegessäule war ja wirklich ein Funkloch. Das war das Problem. Ich war schon gerade von der Scheißtüre. Also ich meine von meinem Hund, sorry. Grüß dich. Schön, es läuft hier alles mal halbwegs flüssig. Ich hoffe, der Ton passt, beziehungsweise das Bild. Ich werde den Ton eventuell mal ein bisschen anpassen. Bernd Werner, ein wunderschön. Steffi schreibt, Elia T. wollte mal mit dir in Kontakt treten. Vielleicht kannst du dich ja mal bei ihm melden. Liebe Steffi, das ist schon alles geschehen. Und ich habe ihm bereits schon eine E-Mail geschrieben, weil er hat von mir einen YouTube-Strike kassiert. Also einen Strike bei YouTube, weil er mein Video vom Christopher Street Day verwendet hat, was er nicht durfte. Er hatte mich nicht um Erlaubnis gefragt, er hat da Videomaterial verwendet. Und deswegen wurde er von YouTube gestrikt, beziehungsweise von mir. Und ja, jetzt habe ich ihm gesagt, dass er gerne mit mir darüber sprechen kann. Weil das Ding ist, dass er sich auch damit laut Urheberrechtsgesetz strafbar gemacht hat. Und dann er sogar eine Strafe von 1.500 bis 2.500 Euro ungefähr erwarten kann, wenn ich das Ding durchziehe. Und die muss er auch zahlen. Also wenn wir das außergerichtlich klären wollen. Wenn wir das jetzt wirklich juristisch alles klären, dann würde es teurer werden für ihn, weil ich stehe auf jeden Fall im Recht. So, das war sein Problem, beziehungsweise sein Anlass, warum er unbedingt mit mir in Kontakt treten wollte. Wegen seinem Copyright-Verstoß, weil ich glaube, kriegt er noch einen Strike, dann ist er komplett weg vom Fenster, dann ist sein YouTube-Account dann hin. Weil ich glaube, du darfst nur 2 Strikes erlauben oder 1 oder 2 darfst du haben und der dritte fliegt dich dann halt zum Uranus. Ist halt leider so. Mal so, dass ihr mich vom Ton besser hören könnt. Achso, okay, alles klar, nee, das geht gar nicht, ohne vorab zu sprechen. Ja, genau, sehe ich genauso. Und er hat ein Interview geführt mit irgendjemandem. Ich sagte mal ganz ehrlich, er hätte mich ja auch fragen können, es wäre jetzt kein Problem gewesen, weil ich war ja auch 5 Stunden vor Ort und habe mir das alles angeguckt. Also von daher, ein bisschen schade, dass die Leute das nicht nutzen. Statt dass sie einfach mein Videomaterial nutzen. Gut, dann müssen wir mit den Konsequenzen halt leben. Ja. Ich habe ihm ja eine E-Mail geschrieben, muss er bloß darauf antworten, aber er weiß nicht, ob er sich da ein bisschen komisch hat. Schauen wir mal. Ich kenne ihn ja persönlich nicht, aber ich kenne ihn nur aus der Corona-Phase, wo er da so ein bisschen YouTube gemacht hat. Georgie auch wieder mit am Start, grüß dich. Der mit dem Stromtanz, das kann ich dir nicht sagen. Das kann ich dir nicht sagen. Wir gehen auf jeden Fall gleich ein bisschen näher ran. Der Platz wird hier irgendwie freigehalten wie ein Catwalk, könnte man fast sagen. Ob mein Ton zu hören ist, Moment. Danke. Ich krieg eine Macke. Ja, ich bin auch bescheuert. Ich will gerade wirklich 2 Mikrofone mit dem Dings connecten. Also blöder geht's ja echt nicht. Ich will mit dem einen Mikrofon, ach ist egal. Das werdet ihr nicht verstehen. Es war gerade einfach selten dämlich. Lügt passiert. So, jetzt kurz Frage. Kann man mich jetzt besser verstehen? Hört man mich jetzt klarer? Ich muss da kurz hier den Connector hier ändern. So, kann man mich jetzt verstehen? Ist es jetzt klar genug, dass man Hallo sagen kann? Ich kann ja gleich mal vor der Kamera treten. Nicht, dass ihr hier das jetzt unhöflich empfindet. Ich brauche eigentlich nur ein Mikrofon, ich brauche jetzt nicht 2. Jetzt gehen wir tanzen. Ja, schauen wir mal, ob wir hier tanzen gehen. Das bleibt spannend. Es haben sich auf jeden Fall ein paar Leute versammelt hier, heute vor Ort. Ja, okay, das ist schön. Und ja, bleiben wir gespannt. Hallo Escalape, war ein Top-Stream letztes beim CSD. Cool, dass du wieder streamst. Mein Freund, Freund Ole hat es mir vorhin gesagt, dass du wieder streamst. Top-Sound. Ne, ist doch schön. Die Janie, freut mich zu lesen. Ist ja auch mal schön, wie ich das auch öfter erwähnen kann, positives Feedback zu hören, statt immer nur die deutsche Mentalität, wo Leute immer nur am Kritisieren sind. Von daher ist das okay. Freuen wir uns drüber. Ich musste auch tatsächlich, ich weiß gar nicht, wie viele das waren. Ich weiß gar nicht, wie viele es waren. Es waren, glaube ich, ungefähr 18 Copyright-Dinger, die ich aus meinem Video rauscutten musste, weil zu viel Musik in meinem Stream war und die so ein bisschen Probleme bereitet hatten dann. Also YouTube mit Monetarisierung. Ja, ich muss es bloß so machen, weil das ist halt jetzt einfach so angenehmer. Ich will nämlich nicht schreien. Wir switchen auch gleich auf normales Mikrofon wieder um, aber ich will es jetzt erstmal so machen und ja, ich habe aber es zur Kenntnis genommen, wie da in der Einschätzung ist. Es wird ja aber hauptsächlich Englisch gesprochen. Die Leute sind laut.
So, we've been doing this event for the last couple of years, not necessarily officially. In typical American fashion, I shoot first and ask questions later. So I've been, oh, that's a really dark joke. Some of you got that, some of you didn't. We're here to have a good time, okay? Laughing is acceptable, but we are also here to channel our rage and to channel our anger into the art of drag. Are you with me? You're with me, right? So I've been doing it a little bit off the books for the last couple of years, and this year it is officially registered as a protest. So we are here protesting the fact that drag performers deserve to live in safety. I know that you've been following along with all of the attacks. Exactly! Exactly! I know that you've been following along with all of the attacks that have been happening against queer bars in the city, in particular our beloved Tipsy Bear. I know that you know people that have been brutally attacked in the last couple of months. I know that you are aware that physical violence against queer people in Berlin is on the rise, more so than it has since I have been living here for the last 15 years. It is real, it is present, and for those of us that decide to go out in public looking like this, we're a little bit more of a target every once in a while, you know what I mean? But I say, fuck that. I'm here, I'm queer, and I look goddamn gorgeous, right? I love drag, I love queer people, I love the joy that happens when we come together in celebration of this art form. And so I've asked the beautiful people from Tipsy Bear today to come here to explain a little bit about what's been going on for them, how we're keeping our community safe, and then we're going to start the race, okay? So we're here to get serious for a minute, is that all right? Yes? Please welcome Francis and Kenny, the gorgeous boys from the Tipsy Bear.
Good evening, fellow queer community and our allies. My name is Kenny Ramshrad, and beside me is Francis Kennedy. We are the owners and operators of a queer event space in Prenzlauer Berg, Tipsy Bear, Berlin. Of course, I would first like to begin by thanking everyone here for showing up on this especially sunny, beautiful summer day in Berlin. When I wrote this, it was pissing down rain, so the sarcasm there is gone. We manifested it though, yes, exactly. More importantly, I would like to give a special thank you to Pansy for inviting Francis and I to be here, along with many other performers and event organizers. Pansy, thank you for what you're doing for our community and for our spaces. We appreciate it. As many of you may or may not know, we are not good public speakers, as Pansy and Giza and Lola Rose and a lot of these other gorgeous performers that are out here are. But if you could just bear with us and keep all your judgment from the back office of Tipsy Bear Berlin. You heard that, Giza and Lola? We were invited by Pansy to speak on the current situation here in Berlin. The unfortunate rise of violence and the ongoing struggles of our queer venues and spaces. Almost 7 years. Thank you all who have joined us and been a part of that growth in that 7 years. We appreciate it enough. Over these past 7 years, we've had to overcome many hurdles. COVID, neighbor issues, construction, finances. This year in particular, sadly, it's drawn a lot of attention to several queer attacks against our venue, and especially within the last 3 months. One being the dismantling and the burning of one of our progressive flags outside of our venue, and the other was not only the dismantling of our flag, but also met with intent to cause bodily harm and injury to both our staff verbally and with the uses of weapons. These weren't the first attacks we experienced over the years, but were symbolic of an increase in queerphobia felt by us and our community across the city. We are here today, sorry, I missed the whole fucking section of that. Much more than in our earlier years, we hear stories from our community of attacks and aggressions and insults. We are here to speak about and support our community with this vital event that Pansy has curated in order to stand in solidarity with our queer community. Thank you.
Thank you very much. G'day. Thank you very much, Kenny. Also a big thank you to Pansy as well. I'm going to be competing with the wind here. However, I wrote out some few words that I had on my mind that I wanted to share with everybody here today. Of course, we are here today following CSD held this past Saturday here in Berlin. A day that exists because in 1969 our community fought back. Because of Stonewall, because of trans women, sex workers, and people of color who laid the foundation for what followed. Last Thursday, Tipsy Bear had the privilege to welcome Stacey and Kurt, the co-owners of the Stonewall Inn and founders of the Stonewall Inn Gives Back initiative. With them was Tree, a bartender who was there during the riots in 1969. It was very inspiring to hear their stories of decades of activism, and a powerful reminder that our fight continues. Because today, just like then, we are still silenced, still attacked, and still having our existence brought into question. They spoke of the rescinding rights in the USA, of the erasure of trans and bisexuals from the Stonewall Monument by the current administration in the US, of fears that the rights they spent decades advocating and fighting for may soon be stripped away. They spoke too of the importance of bridging community divisions, of protecting our common goals and standing together. Then, such is the case now, we must support and uplift each other and every member of our community, especially the most marginalized, especially our trans, inter and non-binary citizens, who are too often the first to be targeted and the last to be defended. This past week here in Berlin reflected the strength and breadth of our queer community, across both protests and celebrations. In a time of growing hostility here in Berlin and elsewhere, unity is essential. Grassroots resistance and queer joy are both powerful responses to a world that tries to silence us. We won't always all show up in the same way, but we are all responding to the same reality. Our rights, our visibility, and our spaces remain under threat. Last Friday, on the eve of CSD, we demonstrated collectively in front of the Bundestag to protest this year's decision not to raise the Pride flag. Because the Pride flag isn't simply a spectacle. It is a symbol of safety and of visibility. It tells queer people, especially youth, especially trans people, especially those afraid to come out, and the most marginalized members of our community, that they are not alone. At Tipsy Bear, as Kenny referenced, our flags are consistently ripped down and even burnt in the streets. We see a worsening situation here in Berlin of which we are sadly all familiar. In May, the Queer Anti-Violence Project Beneo reported 738 cases of hostility against queer people in 2024 alone, the highest ever recorded. Of course, omitted from these statistics are the many cases that go unreported. Sorry. When we've spoken recently at Tipsy Bear about our experience and the attacks against us, too often are we asked who the perpetrators were, or too often is that the focus of people's questions, whether they were immigrants or whether they from different backgrounds. The attacks against Tipsy Bear Berlin have been coming from a disillusioned youth, primarily younger generations, who are failed by a system that fails to educate or to lead with empathy. This is the result. This is the direct result of funding cuts to queer projects, because this is also the result of a government who chose silence over solidarity. We must protect and support our spaces, because they are more than bars or clubs or events. They are sanctuaries for us and so many more people. It is saddening to consistently hear stories of queer projects losing their funding, of queer spaces struggling to survive financially, to hear more often of a space closing rather than a new one opening. I'm sure all of us, especially you Pansy, would agree that it is far more challenging than it should be to create new queer community spaces. And yet, thank you, hopefully just that. And yet despite the challenges, despite the exhaustion, despite the violence, we are still here today and every day. We remain more convicted in continuing our work than we did before. Following the recent attacks in Gypsy Bear, we've also
Also bist du auf Englisch, ja.
other queer projects, the Neighborhood Queer Association Pankow. A little bit of community promo. We are also, as the Queer Neighborhood Association Pankow, organizing a neighborhood demonstration on Sunday, August 31st, starting at the Volksbühne and moving toward and ending at Gypsy
Ja, wo
Bear
ich bin, überall sind Hunde.
We would love to see as many of you as possible. Through this demonstration, we aim to affirm the presence of queer community and the queer-focused projects in Pankow as well as elsewhere, standing against the rising hostility that we see in Berlin. Amidst everything, there also exists so much hope, as we see here today, as we have by our presence and every time we show up for each other.
AJ, ich denke ja, ich denke schon.
To see so many beautiful people here who constantly create space for this is heartwarming, and a reminder of how important the work we collectively do is. Now let's do our best not to break our heels today.
Oh, ist ein bisschen ungünstig mit den Sirenen gerade. Ich gehe mal wieder ein Stück ran.
And thank you all very, very much.
just so much as recently as a few weeks ago here in Berlin for simply existing and walking down the street. That's what we're here to talk about. We're also here to show that queer life is joy, that in spite of all of that, we come together and we love each other unconditionally. And we do that looking fucking gorgeous. Look at these motherfuckers back here. Look at that shit. So it's time to start the race, don't you think? As I mentioned, this year is a little bit different, so I've had to position it as that I'm giving a performance right now, a political performance, in case you couldn't tell. I'm giving a political performance in which I'm showing all of these gorgeous performers how to run away from their attackers while looking gorgeous in high heels, okay? And the winner, right? And the winner of that race against trans and homophobic violence gets some cash prizes that you guys are gonna donate in a second, okay? So during the show, we're going to come around with some buckets to make sure that all these performers get paid, and you are funding a sponsorship, you're funding a scholarship for self-defense for queer people is what's happening today, okay? That's what's happening. And because this is a performance that I am giving today, an educational performance, I'm going to actually be doing it, which is something I haven't done in the 8 years that I've given this race before. So I'm running today, okay? So that means that I'm doing something that I really don't like to do, which is give the microphone to Giza Polk. And she's gonna introduce the race. And I'm gonna take all of the incredible contestants with me down to the end over here. So if there's anyone else that was coming today to join the race, it's starting now. We're meeting down there at the starting line. Lola Rose is coming with us to begin the starting line, and then I'm going to pass the microphone to my gorgeous daughter, the one and only Miss Giza Polk, to start off the race for us. Are you guys ready? Are you guys excited? I don't know, Pansy, are you ready? Are you excited? All right, please cheer for our beautiful drag performers as they make their way down the promenade towards the starting line. Don't they look absolutely gorgeous today? Now, if I could have two helpers here, John Miko and Leighton. If you could be my finish line holders, that would be absolutely fabulous. Here you go, if you could just unknot that like that. Right, we take a step forward. I think we'll do it over this side here. Something like this. Now it's gonna be very simple. These drag performers are gonna run 60 meters. In an educational display of this is how you look fierce and run away from attackers with your life and your dignity intact. Now you can see the warming up there already. Yes, please get your stretches in.
Das ist ein kleines Wettrennen.
Now it's a true thing about life that the louder
Das Wetten könnt ihr jetzt setzen. Ist jetzt auf die Mülltonne.
and harder a drag performer will perform for you. So, are you ready to see these performers race for the light? When the alarm goes down, you run. 3, 2, 1, go! Well, we have a winner. I can say no photo finish is needed. I don't remember your name, you just told it to me. But this beautiful elfin creature in the aqua, please step forward and welcome your new winner of the actual Drag Race 2025. Your name is? Unique Leah. Give it up for all the incredible racers here today against winning the race against trans and homophobic violence. Don't you feel so much safer already? You feel so much safer on the streets with us than men, don't you? Crowning ceremony, please. Congratulations to the winner of the 2025 actual drag race of Berlin in front of Rathaus Schöneberg. Thank you so much, my darling. I'll get your information later. So, my children, come closer. Now we're going to have a political performance.
We're gonna have an actual drag show with important messages, and I welcome you to come closer to the stage. Enjoy yourselves. You can sit down. We're gonna do it right here. Try not to sit on the steps of the Rathaus. I've been informed that that's not a part of the evening this evening. Scoot back just a little bit, but give the people, like this area here will be for the show. But you're welcome to come. If you are feeling dirty and you already got gonorrhea last weekend, please feel free to sit down on the ground. That's totally fine. You're welcome to sit down. There's some seating back here. You can also stand in the back. Make yourselves comfortable. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Today is a spectacle. Today is an educational experience. Today, the point of today really is just putting drag performers out in public in broad daylight, which is something that we don't often like to do because our makeup doesn't look as gorgeous in the sunshine. I don't know, mine looks pretty flawless today, doesn't it? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I've been doing drag for almost 20 years. It'll be 19 years in November, which is crazy. It's really crazy when I think about it. And of those 19 years, I have been physically assaulted in drag 5 different times. And yet I'm still doing it. You know, they say the definitions of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. But my thing is that I look this fucking gorgeous that I'm driving men insane to the point that they feel the need to lash out violently against me. And yet I'm still here, still standing. No matter how hard they try to get rid of us, we're still fucking here. I love drag so much. It's insane. It's actually insane how much I love drag. I love the power of drag for so many different reasons, because for some people that maybe have never seen it before, we're just a funny looking clown that has, you know, that's made some questionable life choices. And while that is partly true for most of us, especially for Giza, I mean, she has definitely made some life choices. I also wholly believe, I mean, look at what it does. This is the power of drag right here. Look around this beautiful space that we are in right now. Look at each other. Say hello. Say hi. Say thank you for coming. Say you are safe here. You are welcome here. Today we are in love. There is no war in this room right now. We are at peace. This is peace and freedom and togetherness, at least for like an hour while we have this show, okay? And then you can go home and fight with your girlfriend. I don't really care, but right now we're together and we're gonna have a little show, okay? Is that cool? Are you with me? Because of the nature of the event, I have also asked the performers to do something that I don't normally do, and then I'm also going to be doing something that I don't normally do, which is giving the microphone to each of them. That scares me just as much as it scares them, okay? But I thought it was really important for you to be able to get to know them a little bit more, to understand why they're doing drag, to understand why we are doing drag together, to understand exactly what it means when you show up to a drag show and support us with your cheers and your applause and your money, which we're coming for in just a second, by the way. Just warning you, by the way. I have some incredible artists that I want to pay here today. I love the art form of drag so much, and the thing is that it's not just a party, it's not just a performance. Literally every single time that I get up and look like this, I can't help but make some kind of political statement. It's just what we're fucking doing. It's just the existence that we live in. Do you know what I mean? And so every time that we come together, it is actually a fucking miracle. And while that's beautiful, that also fucking sucks. I don't want to be a political statement. I just want to live my life and create the art that I want to make in peace and love with my friends around me. And yet here we are, fighting once again. But today, just for this moment, we're going to be in love. Are you in love? Are you in love with me? It's okay. Just got him crawling all over me. So I think, though, yes, the performers are ready, and they're going to be speaking after their performances, right? Some of them before, some of them after. But it's just like any other show that we have. When you are here in this room, it doesn't matter where you come from. It doesn't matter how much money you got in the bank. It doesn't matter where you live. It doesn't matter where you were born or where you were ended up. It doesn't matter your gender, your sexuality. Hopefully, whatever those things are, they leave completely different than they were before. Because when you're in this room, right here, right now, you're a fucking human surrounded by humans, and we are in love. Yes? Correct? Right now, in this moment? We are in love and we are at peace. Rent is not due tomorrow. You do not have to go to work. Your boss is not calling you. Capitalism does not exist. The police do not exist. Pretend that they are not here. They are here. We are here together in this space, experiencing this moment together right now in this moment. Together here, loving each other, being with each other. You are a human right now. That's the feeling. That's it. And we're getting ready to see some fucking drag. Are you ready? So when I bring these performers on stage, I need you to do one thing and one thing only. I want you to make sure that Bant over there in that apartment calls the police to complain about the noise immediately, okay? So when they come on stage, I want you to do one thing and one thing only, and that's cheer as loudly as humanly possible for them. Can you do that for me, please, Berlin? That's the noise of love. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Are you ready for some motherfucking drag? Gorgeous creatures, stunning human beings, please put your hands together for my sister, the one and only Lola Rose.
Honoring me with this, but as much as I'm honored by this award, I do want to address what's happening right now outside of the building. There are ruthless attacks that are creating fear and chaos in our communities in the name of law and order. Trump is using military forces to stop a protest. And I want y'all to consider what kind of government it appears to be when every time we exercise our democratic right to protest, the military is deployed against us. What type of government is that? People are being swept up and torn from their families, and I feel it's my responsibility as an artist to use this moment to speak up for all oppressed people, for Black people, for Latino people, for trans people, for the people in Gaza. We all deserve to live in hope and not in fear, and I hope we stand together, my brothers and my sisters, against hate, and we protest against it.
I remember you was conflicted, misusing your influence. Sometimes I did the same. Abusing my power full of resentment. Resentment that turned into a deep depression. Found myself screaming in the hotel room. Lucifer was all around me. So I kept running until I found my safe haven. I was trying to convince myself the stripes I got, making myself realize where my foundation was. While my loved ones was fighting a continuous war back in the city, I was entering a new one. A war that was based on apartheid and discrimination. Hey, yo, my mama, nigga. R.I.P. Pat, dog. I'ma be the greatest to ever do this shit. On my mama, though, like, on the dead homies. They say, hey, turn this shit up, nigga. Turn this shit up. Soundwave, turn this shit up, nigga. Tell me who the bitch nigga hating on me. Jumping in my shit, get this dick get free. Never wanna fry another classic CD. Get on the vibe for everyone they can see. Blow, blow, blow. Looking at R.I.P. My diligence is only meant to reach a eulogy. was conflicted, misusing your influence. Sometimes I did the same, abusing my power full of resentment. Resentment that turned into a deep depression. Found myself screaming in the hotel room. I didn't want to self-destruct. The evils of Lucy was all around me. So I went running for answers.
Put up for the absolutely gorgeous Miss Lola Rose. Here.
Listen, you're gonna have to do better on these speakers next year, honey. They sound like shit. I don't know who did it, but thank you for lending them to us. Take them back, please. Anyhow, my name is Lola Rose. Some of y'all know me, some of y'all don't. It's okay, this is the first time for an introduction. If you see me in the dark room, you can meet me again some other time, yeah? I was debating on if I was going to speak because as a black person, we always tired of talking, bitch. We are tired, honey. And so I'm gonna keep my shit brief, I'm gonna keep it cute. Just as a performer who has been in the city for about 8 years, I've had some amazing pleasures working with so many different type of performers at Tipsy Bear, at Pansy Presents, at Whole Festival, and I've seen the community grow, and I've seen it flourish, and I've also seen y'all fuck up. And what I mean by fucking up, I mean, listen, if we got money for drugs, we got money to pay drag queens. Yes. If you got money for alcohol, you got money to support a cause. Listen, I'm an auntie bitch. I stay on internet and I stay scanning y'all motherfuckers. We listen and we judge. But I want to say with all of that, if you have a social media platform, regardless if it's Facebook, Twitter, we don't do Twitter, but if you still got it for the low pornography, bitch, get your VPN. Blue Sky, anything that you are using as a social media guide, you should be posting about all of the causes that are going on in this fucking world right now. I don't care if that means you might get HR called on you. You gotta do it. You need to do it. If you have a social media and I just see you posting kitty cat pictures and little memes, bitch, you're supporting white supremacy. Am I allowed to say that? Can I say that? Yeah. You're supporting white supremacy. Yeah? And I just want to say, I love this drag community because we have built something beautiful that you do not see in the rest of the world. And I am really proud of all of my colleagues and who I call friends, aunties, cousins. Some of the cousins ain't allowed to the cookout though. But I appreciate all of the love that has been given and the support, because I don't think that I actually would be here without them, and I would not actually be here without y'all. So I want to thank all of y'all for that. And I love y'all so much. I was gonna read a speech, but it's 8 minutes long, so I'm not gonna do it. I've already done 8 minutes of performance, so I'm gonna hand the mic back on over to Pansy. My name is Lola Rose, Aunt Miss Rosie if you're nasty. You can catch me on my Instagram at George and Roses, like Guns and Roses, and I'll see you on the flip side, baby.
Give it up for the gorgeous Miss Lola Rose. Does anyone have a broom? They're gonna arrest me for flowers on the street. How are you doing out there? Are you doing okay? Are you enjoying yourselves today? And this beautiful afternoon that drag has brought you, we did that. We brought the sunshine. She was complaining about the sound system, but I first need to greatly thank deeply Local Labor for donating the sound system for us today. They have gone out of their ways to make that happen. Each and every year, I have no idea how this is going to happen. It just is something that does happen. This year has been tricky. It's been a lot of conversations with the city. It's been a lot of conversations trying to get the logistics working together. It's been a lot of conversations with these different performers coming together. Each and every time a queer event happens, someone or multiple people have had millions of different conversations, mostly that begin with no, to even make something like that happen. So I want us every time to remember that anytime we come together in queer joy, in queer celebration, in queer rage, in queer protests, in queer riot, somebody had to do a lot of fucking shit to get us here. You know what I mean? That is the magic of queer energy when it comes together. We move mountains. We make miracles. It is not something that we do alone. We do it with each other. You are the reason that this exists, but you have to be able to take that out and move it into the world. What we create here needs to go and ripple and move. You know what I mean? We have to open our mouths, we have to open our eyes, and we have to hold hands with each other in the process. Yes? Correct? She's sitting right here. Thank you so much for the sense. Don't listen to her. She complains about literally everything. Like, I can't do anything without the first thing being a complaint and then maybe somewhere along the line getting a thank you every once in a while. And I got one today and I appreciate that. Thank you very much, Miss Lola Rose. Are you guys ready for another number? I'm so excited to bring this next performer to the stage. You're talking afterwards as well, right? You're gonna do it afterwards as well? I've known this performer for a very long time, and I haven't had the opportunity to work with them in a while. So I'm really excited to bring them to the stage because, as Lola mentioned, we truly are a family. We are a community of artists that have known each other and worked together for a really long time. People come and people go, but a core of us somehow managed to stay and managed to make a life and managed to make art out of whatever it is that we do. And I find that to be really beautiful, and I find that to be really fascinating. Those backstage moments, those private conversations that we have as a community of artists is what keeps me alive, certainly. And so I'm really grateful to welcome to this next performer to the stage. The stage. This is a stage, right? All the world's a stage, darling. I don't know about you, but anywhere I go is a stage, right? Gorgeous creatures, stunning human beings. Please put your hands together for the one and only Miss Steak. Technical difficulties, because once again, all the world is a stage, and life doesn't happen without mistakes, doesn't it? But drag doesn't have any mistakes. Drag is just perfect just like it is, right? Like you can't even tell that my dress doesn't fit anymore, right? It's perfectly attached. It is perfectly couture, tailored to my body. You would never know, right? Mistakes don't exist. We are flawless. We are gorgeous human beings. And with that, please put your hands once together. Please, Jesus, see, there we go. Please put your hands together once again for the one and only Miss Steak. absolutely perfect mistake. Oh, you don't let them keep the souvenirs? The kid can keep the souvenir. The kid can keep the souvenir. I am allowing that. Mistake, do you want to say something to the people? I know you were nervous before, but I think you've earned it. Oop, there we go. Give it up once again for the gorgeous Mistake.
Hi. Whew. Okay, let me catch my breath. Oh. Thank you all for coming, first of all. Yeah, I didn't really plan a speech. I'm just talking by heart. So I was also attacked recently in the bus by two cis guys, or what they think, maybe. And yes, so they were kicking me and making fun of me, trying to get my phone from my hands, and I made the mistake to fight back. I kicked this person back, and of course this escalated the situation. So first of all, please make sure you are always safe and don't do what I do. But I've just had it in this moment, you know? I've had it. In the end, nothing really happened. Like, I had a little headache from getting hit on the head multiple times. But in the end, I was hurt in my heart because I didn't know what to do in this situation. Multiple times when this happened, I got spit on, I got threatened. Multiple times I'm calling the police. Nothing is ever happening. And you know, I'm a trans guy, so I know from before I transitioned, it was constant harassment being perceived as a woman, and now it is constant threat being perceived as a gay man. So both is really shit. But in the end, I wanted to do this performance because, you know, I'm not so mad at these violent cis men. They have always been like this. They have honestly more problems than all of us together. But I am really, really mad at the so-called feminists that pretend that they are fighting for some cause when they don't even understand that especially trans people of color have been fighting for them all the time. Yeah, I don't really have an end statement, so thank you.
Give it up for the gorgeous Mistake. Absolutely perfect, no flaws, no mistakes there, right? You would never know. Man, woman, who knows? Who cares? Doesn't matter. The answer is yes. All right, now is the time when you've all been waiting for. I'm going to come around and ask you for money because I think these performers have earned it. And also, we're going to make sure that the winner of the drag race gets paid and the winner of the best dress, which normally we do a best dress, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that it's the drag queen right now. So please, come on out here. Come on out, my darling. Give the children what they want. I'm choosing it. Oh, hey. So, the gorgeous Miss Lola Rose, the beautiful toilet paper, maybe a few other people. Giza, you gonna go around too? Giza's gonna come around too. Reach deep into your pockets, give us some coins, give us some cash. Bills are preferred. We are expensive, in case you couldn't tell. I know that my dress doesn't fit anymore, but it did cost a lot of money. I'm just kidding. Money doesn't matter. If you don't have any money, just enjoy the peace and the beauty and the freedom that we're providing you for this time. If you have a really well-paid job, you should be giving more. That's someone that is working a shift job for a shitty boss that doesn't pay them enough and doesn't give them enough hours. We're all in this together. Queer solidarity is class solidarity. Everybody should be rising up together for the ultimate cause because they're all connected, right? Anything that we're complaining about, all the stuff that we're complaining about today is all coming from the same place. White men. They got the money, we're taking it from them. I'm coming, I'm taking your money in heels, baby. That's what's happening. You're almost there, sweetheart, not yet. We're gonna keep going with the show though, so we're gonna come around to you. Pay attention to me, focus on me. I love what you're doing right now, but focus on me as well. Give it up for these gorgeous drag performers that are working their booties off, pulling double duty. Pulling double duty. How are you guys doing out there? Are you doing okay still? You hanging in there? Are you enjoying yourselves? Are we providing you with entertainment and relief? Isn't this so much better than scrolling through your phone and seeing all the horrible things that are happening constantly, all the time, always, and forever? Isn't it amazing how when you actually go outside and talk to human beings, nice human beings, you forget that nice human beings actually exist, and like, oh, being a human being isn't actually that bad. It can be really cool sometimes when we morph together in all of our cellular glory. That's what's happening right here in this room. That is the power of drag. That is why drag saves lives. That is why drag deserves to exist. That is why we are here together celebrating each other right here, right now. You're still doing that with me, aren't you? Yes? Good. Do we want another show? Do we want some more performances? This next performer was the winner of last year's drag race. We did have this last year as well. We've been doing this now for almost, I think, 8 years actually, which is really crazy. It started across Warschauer Brücke, which was really insane. Did anybody go to the first one at Warschauer Brücke? Was anyone there? You've never seen anything like that before in your life, right? You're fucking welcome, okay? You're welcome. I'm literally in the middle of trying to convince the German government that my work here is worthwhile and I deserve citizenship. You know exactly what that is. You're fucking welcome. But now we've come, this is also super crazy, right? It's totally different, and that's what I love about drag too. It's adaptable, it's malleable. We've taken what we've given, which is a shitty fucking situation, we throw some glitter on it, and we make it this. That's crazy, right? It's crazy. But that's also what queer people do. I had to laugh when Mistake was talking because she's like, yeah, you know, in the end, it wasn't that bad. I just got hit in the head like 5 times and they almost stole my phone. You guys, what the fuck are we doing to ourselves? We are normalizing the violence against us just so that we can survive with the fact that like literally every day that we wake up is a fucking miracle. Every day that we step out on the street expressing our Sioux selves and we stay alive and without violence is a fucking miracle. And that is both sad and incredible because it is a testament to the power and the strength of what queer people can do. The fact that we get up and we continue to be contributing members of society, we continue to love and continue to create, it is insane. And I know that if you are sitting in this room right now, this is a room, if you are sitting in this space right now, you too at some point have experienced it as well. So I want to thank you for getting the fuck up today, putting on some goddamn lipstick or whatever the hell those are, and being here with us. Give yourselves a round of applause. That is really what it is about. It's crazy. Sometimes I really don't know how we do it. It's always so mind-blowing to me that we continue, despite everything that the world has thrown into our faces, we continue to shine. Continue. That is nothing to be taken for granted. That is nothing to be short of it. It is just a testament to how much of a gorgeous human being you are. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for being here today. Having said that, are you ready for some gold? She's flashy. She looks gorgeous today. I think we need a little bit of sparkle, don't you? We need to throw a little bit of gold on it. Gorgeous creatures, stunning human beings, please put your hands together for the one, the only, Aqua Caliente!
Mother Monster. On Goat, a government-owned alien territory in space, a birth of magnificent and magical proportions took place. But the birth was not finite, it was infinite. As the wombs numbered and the mitosis of the future began, It was perceived that this infamous moment in life is not temporal, it is eternal. And thus began the beginning of the new race, a race within the race of humanity, a race which bears no prejudice, no judgment, but boundless freedom. But on that same day, as the Eternal Mother hovered in the multiverse, another more terrifying birth took place, the birth of evil. It doesn't matter if you love him, but capital H-I-M. Put your paws up, 'cause you were born this way, baby.
there more? I can't tell. Is there more? No. Give it up one more time for the extra hot, the extra spicy, the one and only Miss Agua Caliente. All the way from Spain. All the way from Spain. My darling, do you want to speak to the people? You don't have to. You know you were nervous before. That was enough. I think you let Gaga speak for you, and that's okay. I'm not going to make...
I need the jacket back, okay?
She needs her jacket back. That's what she says. Give it up one more time for the gorgeous Miss Agua Caliente. She's scared. I'll speak for her. It's okay. I don't mind talking. It's fine. I can do it. It's not my first time at the rodeo. I've done this a few times before. Can you tell? You guys have been to my shows before, right? You've never been to one of my shows? This is your first time? You're fucking welcome. Congratulations. Your life is completely changed, right? You'll never be able to look at anything together the same ever again. You're welcome. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. Do you live here? You just moved. What the fuck is wrong with you? How's your drug problem? Is it doing okay? It's good? Fantastic. We can get you help if we need it, baby. So, I do want to acknowledge something. A lot of the drag that's performing tonight is on the more feminine side. Drag kings exist. Drag kings are valid. Drag kings are incredibly important. I love drag kings. I love working with drag kings. I want drag kings around all the time. Unfortunately, the 2 drag kings that I had booked tonight canceled on me at the last minute, so fuck them. I'm just kidding. It's just what happens. Being a drag performer is really difficult. Going out in public in drag is really difficult. All of these performers came here looking like that through public transportation in cabs, which is incredibly brave and incredibly strong and incredibly dangerous. So I'm really proud of them. So before you go canceling me on the internet and telling me how I'm not inclusive and all that stuff, I promise you I tried, okay? And if you don't see what you like on stage, get up on stage and be that thing that you want to see. We're doing our best here, okay? What's next? Oh, also, there were children in the front row. I love that. That's one of my favorite things about doing this thing, that you move back. Hi, my darling. Hi. Are you having a good time? She was so scared of me earlier. She really wanted to take a picture, and she was terrified, so she had her mom. Her mom had to come up and do it for her. You had to use your phone because you didn't have a phone, and you didn't even get a picture with me? Oh my God. What? Are you sisters? Are you related? Yeah? Give it. You can do it now if you want to. Do you want to do it now? You got to get them while they're young. You know what I mean? You got to get them while they're young. So excited. You love drag, don't you? I can tell already. You love drag. And you know, drag exists more than just RuPaul's Drag Race, right? You know that, right? Yeah. Okay. She knows. She's a professional. She's done this before. Okay, we're going to pause. We're going to do it like this. We're going to do it like this. You want... Look, that's where the camera is. You're getting a picture. Honey, you gotta find your... I know, you can't... It's the eyelashes. They're really distracting, aren't they? I'm gorgeous. Thank you. I know. You can stay. You can stay. What's your name, my darling?
My name's Emily.
Emily, what's your name, my darling?
Linnea.
Emily and Linnea. Give a round of applause for Emily and Linnea. Future drag queens in the making, right? Or kings, future drag kings or things. You don't have to be any of it. You can say fuck gender and do whatever the fuck you want to do, which is exactly what this next performer is about to do. So now your time is done. Goodbye. You're done here. I was going to say, did anybody come to the drag race that we had last year, just here in the park? Remember that little, I don't want to gender them or whatever, that little human that was dancing with everyone? That's incredible, right? You know, they talk about us all the time being groomers and pedophiles and child abusers. I literally have never met a drag queen that wants anything to do with children. You know what I mean? But I love the fact when they come and they dance with us because it's so fucking cute, right? I know. Are you ready for our next performer? Speaking of drag thing, they are the epitome of a drag thing. I love their drag so much because it freaks me the fuck out. I like being freaked out. Don't you like being freaked out? I like it when drag makes me a little bit uncomfortable. I don't want to go to a show just to get like, you know, to laugh and have a good time. I want to leave feeling like something just happened to me. I was penetrated in every hole of my body and I have no idea what the hell is going on. That to me is a true political statement. You know what I mean? Going one place thinking that you're one thing and leaving that place being something completely different. That is queer existence. That is queer magic. Are you ready for some more? I love trans men that do drag. I love trans men that do drag. I think that to me is one of the most radical fucking things in the entire world, and I am so excited to bring this next performer to the stage. Are you ready, my darling? You look hot. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Gorgeous creatures, stunning human beings. Please put your hands together for the one, the only toilet paper. Give it up for the one and only toilet paper.
Oh, hi. Oh, I'm so dehydrated. And I gotta catch my breath because this bitch doesn't do cardio, okay? So, this was my workout for the week. Jesus, thank you all for coming, for being loud, for being visible. We gotta fill the gaps in between me breathing, so you have to do that several more times. I'm gonna give you a cue and then we'll just repeat that. Thank you. So, yeah, I fucking love drag, and as Pansy already mentioned, drag breaks the boundaries of gender. And for some people, it's like a question of what is drag. Some people say it's the playing with gender. To me, it's the absence of. It's putting yourself in a world, in a realm, where the concept of gender was never fucking invented, all right? And you can just be whatever you want to be without repercussion, without looks, just feeling your really truest essence of soul and putting that on stage. And it's about showing your perspective, for showing people in the audience that there are other perspectives to the world, or to show people in the audience your perspective is valid and I see you and we're sharing the same struggle and the same story. It sounds like I'm crying, I'm just really out of breath. Just in case anyone got concerned for a second, I don't cry over feelings, I eat them. All right. And I wonder now and again, what makes conservatives, let's call them that, afraid of drag or trans people? And to me, it is essentially that we deny systems that we've been told from day one, those are in place for a reason. And by doing drag or just being trans, like myself, I'll try it out sometime, it just identifies the fact that none of these things are ever rules. These are arbitrary. We've made them up, and these rules can be broken. And to tie this up with why I think they're afraid of us is because when we understand this, these principles that to some people are fundamental truths, if these can be dismantled, imagine what systems we can dismantle if we put our collective minds together. Drag is absolutely nothing but love for yourself, for the people around you, for all of the truths that are out there. And do not let this love be poisoned by their hate that they're trying to inject into us, into our community right now. Stay vigilant. Do not let yourself get poisoned. Thank you.
Give it up for the gorgeous toilet paper. She's talking about war. War is over now if you want it. Now. Free. So, we've almost reached the end of the show, but not quite. But as you can tell, some of our performers still need money. For instance, I would really like to buy toilet paper at gym membership. So I'm going to send them out one more time with these bags so that you can tip them. If you've enjoyed yourself today, I believe that they have definitely earned your money. If you have already given us money, that's so kind and generous. If you have some more to share, that's totally fine. If you have not done so yet, please find one of these incredible performers and share that coin with them. Some people said that they were looking for a PayPal. It is at Pansy Presents, PANSY PRESENTS. We share everything equally. All of the fees are split between everybody. And then I also give money to the winner of the drag race and the, what's it called? The best dress contest, yes. They've earned it, don't you think? They've earned it. Also, we are working drag performers. We do have more shows coming up. There's a couple of stuff that's still happening. Tomorrow night, I'm doing something called Let's Talk About Sex and Drugs. As I was making fun of drug addiction earlier, I have experienced firsthand the woes of drug addiction many times in my life. I understand as queer people in Berlin, we are faced with many substances that we don't often know anything about, and the carry and the cool and all of the crazy party puts us in situations in which we may be unsafe, or our friends may be unsafe, and we don't quite know what to do about it. And anytime we seek out information, anything we find is judgmental. It is shame-based, it is no-based, it is abstinence-based, it is not providing us actual, factual, helpful information that can get us through and take care of our friends and ourselves so that we can have a good time. Because pleasure is resistance, in my opinion, in small doses, when it's meant to be. You know what I mean? So, Let's Talk About Sex and Drugs is exactly what it sounds like. I do it myself and my production partner. We've been doing it for almost 10 years now, which is absolutely crazy. He is an actual doctor, Dr. Martin Fiebaker, and I am just a bottomless slut that will do anything multiple times and have done anything and put pretty much everything inside of my body over the course of these 40 years. And we come together and we create a really cute night together. We talk about sexual health, responsible drug use, taking care of your friends, any questions that you have about G, methadone, HIV, STDs, all kinds of stuff, whatever you need, all in one place. It's also supported by the beautiful people at Sidekicks and Sonar, so we give away a ton of like free party packs and supplies that can help you when you're going out at raves to make sure that you're doing your drugs safely, sanely, and consensually. And if anything were to happen, you know what to do to take care of yourselves and your friends. That sounds like a good thing, don't you think? It is, and even if you don't do drugs, that's okay. I guarantee you, you have friends that do, and you shouldn't be shaming them for whenever they are in that space. You can be a good friend and have some information to take care of them just in case anything would happen. That sounds like a good friend to me, right? So even if it doesn't apply to you, it applies to our community as a whole, whether you like it or not. So wake up, bitch, and stop being a little Judge Judy. It's tomorrow night at Café Tisch in Wildenbroekstraße in Neukölln. The doors are at 7 and the talk starts around 7:30, and it usually lasts for about 2 hours. Come and go as you please. I hope you'll join us. More information can be found on my Instagram at Pansy Presents. We've got a couple of shows coming up. The first Tuesday of every month, we have this actual show in an actual drag bar. Well, it's not a drag bar, it's a cocktail bar, but we do drag there, so that makes it a drag bar, right? Technically, it's like a straight bar. It's owned by straight people, and yet there we are doing our thing. I don't know. Always making money for the straight people. Capitalism. So that is, what's the first Tuesday of August? The 3rd? Is it the 3rd? Someone take a look really quickly. The 5th. The 5th. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that. Homosexuals can do math. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The first Tuesday, it's every first Tuesday of the month. I do not take breaks, so the next one is August the 5th. It's at Fahimi Bar, right at Compositor. Doors are at 8, show starts at 9. We have incredible performers every fucking month. It's the thing that I love the most. It is the core, it is the heartbeat of everything that we do, and all of this grows out of it. We've got some shows coming up at Kant Kino in Charlottenburg. We're doing shows with movies, and we've also got some really incredible stuff coming up this fall. My regular shows at SO36 are coming up this fall. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Make sure you follow me at Pansy Presents on Instagram and in Telegram, and I can share all that information with you. Those are the commercials. That's it. That's the capitalism portion of the day. Is that okay? That's fine, right? Because it is so wild to me. You know, I moved to Berlin in 2011. I started, as I mentioned, I started doing drag almost 20 years ago, and when I moved from San Francisco, where I started doing drag, and when I moved, I had one pair of heels, one really shitty looking wig, and one tube of Ruby Woo lipstick from MAC.
And you're wearing it now?
I'm wearing it now! No, I'm just kidding. I thought I had gotten rid of everything because I was moving to this new life and this new adventure Berlin, and I was starting over, but for some reason I just needed to hold on to this little part of me because I love drag so much. The first time that I got in drag, I'll never forget it. My actual drag mother put me in drag. This was before YouTube. YouTube did not even, it barely existed. I think it was just this weird whatever happening at the time. There were no makeup tutorials. You had an actual drag mother. She put you in drag. She spun me around. I took a look in the mirror, and it was like I saw myself for the first time in my entire life. I was 20 years old. I felt like I'd never known myself until this moment, and I could not stop laughing. I was laughing uncontrollably. It was a life-changing, earth-shattering moment because I could see through, as toilet paper just said, all the artifice, all the bullshit, all that shit that we were told that we were supposed to be. You can literally be anything you want to be, and I am proof of that because I moved from my country really far away, and I'm standing here today as a motherfucking drag queen, living my life, doing whatever the fuck I want to do. It is possible. Do you know what I mean? It is possible. It's so wild to me that we've been able to build this community from drag. I started with just those 3 articles of clothing, and now I have 2 closets full of this bitch, and I cannot get rid of her. It is also a disease. Herpes of craft supplies is what it is. It is glitter. It never disappears. It is on everything. I love drag so much, though. It is wild what we are able to build. The fact that we can come together and create this art, but not only create this art, also create community, create safety nets, keep people alive. Drag saves lives. Period. Point blank. End of story. Drag saves lives. It saved mine. It probably saved yours. And with that, I think we've reached the end of the show. We have one more performer. I've saved the worst for last. Can you handle it? The thorn in my side, the only daughter I have ever had, and goddamn it, I should have had an abortion. Abortion is still illegal in Germany. That's also something that we're fighting for, but we don't really have time for that today. I'm just kidding. We should have time for that every day. Drag rights or women's rights or trans rights or queer rights or black rights or brown rights or immigration rights, all of those things stem from the same place. They stem from the same place. It's just that simple. It's all the same shit. We're all on the same side, just so you know. Just so you know. And without further ado, I'm gonna she's actually one of my favorite people in the entire world. Having said that, she was supposed to meet me at my house today so that we could get ready together and be safe and travel together. That bitch did not show up, and then had the nerve to text me an hour beforehand and say, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it, I'm running really late, so we're just gonna have to figure this out on our own. But it's okay because she looks like that, right? Did you make that today? Is that what you were doing?
I made it. This not today. Something else today.
Oh, so you weren't even sewing for this event. You were late because... I'm just kidding. I love this person so much. She is one of the most creative individuals I've ever met in my entire life. She is one of the most hard-working bitches that we have in this city, constantly running here and there and putting on shows and bringing joy into your lives. I know she does it. I know you've heard those sweet, dulcet Scottish tones just screaming in your ears late at night, many places across this fine city of ours. Hello! You'll never get it out of your head ever again, will you? Your life has been completely changed just from that one word and that really obnoxious accent, right? It just happens. I'm just kidding. I love her. Can you tell? I really do. This is how I express my love. This is my love language. My love language looks exactly like that. I love her so much. She honestly is one of the most creative people that I've ever met in my entire life, and if you met her, you have definitely said the same thing. Without further ado, please put your hands together for my daughter, the one, the only, Miss Giza Pope!
Hello! Thank you, Pansy, for that beautiful introduction. I love you too, Mother. Hi. How are you all doing? All right, pretty fucking good, eh? It's so wonderful to be here again today. This is, I guess, my 8th time doing the actual drag race with you, Pansy. And thank you for continuing year after year to just continue work around the calendar, to dedicate your life to building queer spaces for queer people to gather, to celebrate, to protest, to find hope, to find joy. Thank you for all the work that you do and have been doing for a really fucking long time now. I know I'm much of a one for political speeches. But I do know something I can talk about, and what I want to share with you today. And that's the amazing love and joy and community that I find in queer spaces. And the hope that it gives me. I heard somebody say it was a flop summer. I think I've had the best summer of my life this year. Maybe it's because I stopped drinking alcohol 4 months ago. I really recommend it. Give it a go. Gotta say, give it a go if you haven't before. But also, I've just been privileged to be part of some really amazing projects this summer. I've been witness to queer people living outside of capitalism as much as they possibly can and working for each other to build spaces and stages and events for each other to gather so that we can cry tears of joy together, so we can laugh together, so we can dance together, and if you want drink together, sure, I'll have a Pepsi. But witnessing these people I'm lucky enough to call friends put their community before themselves is such a powerful thing for me. Witnessing my friends who are all undergoing some level of struggle within their own personal life. We're queer people, right? To a certain extent, each of us has been pushed to the edges of society, at least at some point in our life, and we've had to batter and find our way back in there. So that we can show, so the fact that we can still show up for each other and put our community first is really inspiring to me and really exciting. And while we might be pushed out to the outskirts of society at some points, there are some people that think queerness is unnatural. It is, I'll give you it, unnatural to be quite this beautiful. This took work and talent. But queer people and drag performers to me are the very essence of nature. We are the part of nature that is outside the norm. We are the part of nature that has to go through that struggle. And when you're pushed to the outside, then you've got a viewpoint. Then you can look at society and you spot the things that aren't quite working right. And you see the people who are being pushed down and downtrodden. And you can link your arms together. And you can raise them up so that the arms become fists in the sky. And you can work and try and change what it is about society that is fucked up and needs to be changed. And there's a lot of work to do, but it is a privilege to be part of each and every one of you who is out there doing it. So thank you, queer people, for existing. Thank you, allies, for coming out here today. But to the queer people, you have my heart. And never forget that you're not just natural, you're super fucking natural. Now, if it's all right, I'd like to end today's protest with a bit of joy. You've been sitting down for a long time now. Do you feel like having a dance? Come on, let's get some energy in those bones. That's it. Now, the real reason I'm having you dance is because me, Giza Polk, I've been a drag queen for 10 long years. And still, after 10 long years, I still get really fucking nervous about lip syncing. So if you're all standing, you won't be able to see my lips as well. Is that all right? And if you're all dancing, then maybe we can create some queer magic here together right now. Are you ready to create some queer magic? Ixa, if you'll do the honors, hit it.